From hated live events to broken cosmetics, today we are looking at Fortnite's biggest mistakes, starting with the release of kicks. Although some players worried about these being too expensive, most of us are pretty excited to give these a try with the new update, including myself, but there was just one problem. The new update was released and the shoes weren't usable. Don't worry though, Epic has added a fix and these cosmetics are now equipable, and the item shop is now full of tons of different shoe variations, like different types of Jordans as well as the Fortnite original shark slippers. It's not the only broken feature that was released with the new update, because Fortnite added Venture back to the reload rotation, giving us 2 rotating maps, but it released with an insane glitch. When players first tried to load into Venture, they dropped in with literally no map at all. For obvious reasons, Fortnite had to disable the rotating maps to fix this, but don't worry because it's back up and running now and you can drop into either of the reload islands. It's not the only thing that Fortnite has removed, because believe it or not, with the start of Fortnite Remix, the climbing feature has been completely disabled. Mantling on top of builds is still in the game, but if you try to climb up a wall, it'll no longer work, but nobody really even noticed this because this feature wasn't used very much. With that said, it was probably a mistake to add climbing in the first place. It's not the biggest flop of Chapter 5, because that award has to go to the Fortnite Remix Prelude event. Fortnite hyped this up as a big live event, adding a timer in the lobby, so when players got on, they were expecting something huge, but it turned out to be a live stream of Ice Spice and Snoop Dogg performing at Times Square, and although this may have been cool in real life, a lot of players were disappointed by the event. That was until the end of the event when Fortnite revealed they would be adding Juice WRLD to the game. With that said, if you're disappointed by the first event, it seems like the finale will be much better, as it will be similar to classic live event concerts from Chapter 2, with the finale including Snoop Dogg, Ice Spice, Eminem, and Juice WRLD. But the Remix Prelude isn't the most hated live event of all time, because that title has to go to the Fracture event. This event started off promising with a cool cutscene, but we had to spend a half hour doing side quests to collect orbs, and this felt like the longest half hour ever. Overall, the Fracture event was really disappointing at the time, and it was probably the most tedious live event of all time, but at least the cutscenes at the beginning and the end were cool. A new feature that won't disappoint is the addition of first person mode, and players are hyped to try it out. First person will be available in creative maps starting in Chapter 6, but believe it or not, this setting was revealed to players 2 chapters early, because in Chapter 4, Fortnite accidentally added this setting to the game, and although it was kind of broken, it had a lot of players excited. Unfortunately for them, they had to wait years for this to release, but the good news is we can expect it to be a lot more polished when it officially drops. It's not the only Chapter 6 leak, because it seems like Fortnite may have accidentally leaked one of the Chapter 6 Winterfest skins. With Fortnite's most recent update, they added an upcoming spray for Winterfest, which actually included a Christmas tree version of Guff, which matches up with this concept skin. Maybe this could be our free Winterfest reward for this year, but I guess we'll have to wait to find out. But what if I told you at one point Fortnite had to disable one of its most popular outfits, Midas? At the start of Chapter 3, Fortnite introduced the Spider-Man gloves mythic, but if you pick this item up while wearing any of the gold variants from the Chapter 2 Season 2 Battle Pass, it would completely break the game, causing frame drops for yourself and everyone around you. For obvious reasons, Fortnite had no choice but to temporarily disable all of these outfits, and although they work today, at the time this was a huge mistake. But a Chapter 2 skin that hasn't returned is Rue, and some players feel that the reason it hasn't come back is over controversy. This outfit was considered controversial by some players because of its appearance, and it's been gone since Chapter 2. Despite the controversy, some players are hoping that Rue can make a return for Fortnite Remix, as it is one of the rarest skins from Chapter 2. Considering Fortnite has been bringing back a ton of rare skins lately, never say never. One of those rare outfits Fortnite brought back is Paradigm, but this was actually a mistake. Paradigm was supposed to be exclusive to the end event back in Season X, so when Fortnite brought this back, a lot of players were understandably upset, so to make up for it, Fortnite made a new style for this outfit for the original owners. But if you think about it, because it only came back for 1 hour, the rarest version of this outfit is definitely the one without the edit style. Because of this, it would make a lot of sense to just bring it back, but it hasn't been seen since its accidental return. However, with the announcement of OG mode returning with rotating seasons every month, it could make sense for Fortnite to bring this outfit back. It's really starting to seem like Fortnite is starting to regret making some of its outfits exclusive, especially the Battle Pass. Fortnite recently announced that cosmetics from future Battle Passes may be sold in the shop in the future, which led a lot of people to ask, what about past Battle Passes? There are a ton of fan favorite cosmetics that players can no longer unlock, but there is a small chance we could see these cosmetics return. This should be taken with a grain of salt, as Fortnite has said in the past they won't be returning, but it's clear that Fortnite is starting to regret some of its exclusivity, and we all know Fortnite recently recently announced that we will be returning to the OG island on December 6th. But the part that makes players think the old battle passes could be coming back is that Fortnite recently updated the old battle pass images. Because of this, it's made a lot of people theorize that going back to the OG seasons could be a loophole for these to return, so either this is one of the crazy coincidences or maybe we could see the old battle passes come back in the future. It's not the only mistake Fortnite has made with cosmetics, because next we have the removal of rarities. With the addition of Rocket Racing, Fortnite Festival, and LEGO Fortnite, Epic thought it would make sense to remove rarities because they're based on Battle Royale, but what they may not have expected is that a ton of players were upset about this. This change made it a lot harder to find outfits if you didn't know their name, and it also made the locker feel a little boring, but removing rarities is a hard one to take back because since the change, Fortnite has released hundreds of outfits with no rarities, so rarities are probably gone forever. One thing that no one expected to be removed at the beginning of the new season is SUVs and trucks. Although it's true that the Chapter 2 truck is on the map, the custom truck and SUV cosmetics are completely useless in BR right now because the wrap only applies to the Trail Smasher SUV, so if you bought the Cybertruck or the Behemoth, they're not usable this season. Don't worry though, you can still use these cosmetics in Rocket Racing, but don't expect any new seasons as Fortnite has said goodbye to themed updates in Rocket Racing. It was kind of expected because once the XP was nerfed in this mode, player counts started to dip dramatically, but this isn't necessarily bad news because this will give Fortnite more resources to bring even more content to Battle Royale. And moving back to Battle Royale, with the return of Chapter 2, Fortnite brought back OG vending machines and upgrade benches. Although these are great and a lot of people miss being able to upgrade their weapons, unfortunately neither of these features are available in zero build mode because they both take materials and obviously you can't farm mats in zero build. On top of that, back in Chapter 2 you used to be able to carry 999 of each material, but they didn't change the amount of materials needed for the machines this season, so if you want a legendary weapon, then rest in peace to your mats. It's not the only time Fortnite has messed up a classic item, because back in Chapter 2 Season 7, Fortnite made the iconic llamas a little more lifelike by turning them into actual animals. Although this looked really cool and kind of brought the llamas to life, a lot of players hated this because they also had a teleporting ability, so if you got into a fight while trying to get a llama, a lot of the time you would lose it. This was in the game all the way until Season OG, where Fortnite finally brought back the classic supply llama. Bringing back the OG llamas made a lot of sense, but one thing that doesn't make sense is the acrobatics emote. This is the emote for Spider-Gwen, and when equipped with Gwen, this emote moves at 12 frames per second, which is clearly a reference to the movie's art style and is a really cool Easter egg, but for whatever reason, if you do this emote with Miles Morales or Spider-Man 2099, it doesn't have this effect. This really doesn't make any sense. Come on Fortnite, you've got to fix this emote. It's not the only thing that doesn't make sense with the Spiderverse collab, because Spider-Gwen and Miles come with edit styles to take off the mask, but for whatever reason, Spider-Man 2099 doesn't. This was a bummer because a lot of people wanted to see Miguel O'Hara in game, but maybe Fortnite will add this with the next Spiderverse collab. But at least the Spider-Man cosmetics weren't removed right after the release, because when Fortnite added Jack Sparrow, it was removed only 1 hour later. Jack Sparrow was actually added to the game a month early by accident, but some players had gotten a chance to buy it before it was removed. And the good news was Fortnite allowed those players to keep it, but the bad news was the pass wasn't even in the game yet, so it couldn't be leveled up until it officially released. It was a weird item shop mistake, but at least Fortnite let players use it early. Fortnite hasn't just accidentally put skins in the item shop because it's also happened with emotes, most notably Tidy and Rambunctious. On back-to-back days, Fortnite accidentally put each of these emotes in the item shop, and although it's a mystery how it happened, each of these were removed after just 1 hour. The reason players have speculated that these emotes haven't returned is because Rambunctious is similar to a dance from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Tidy is based off the dance from the Snoop Dogg Drop It Like It's Hot music video. However, because Snoop Dogg has made his way into Fortnite, there's a good chance this emote will return soon, especially considering this is now the dance for the Double G bomb. But Fortnite's next mistake wasn't an accidental release, because when Fortnite fans saw Espresso was being added to the game, players were really excited, but once they found out this emote was sped up, a ton of fans were disappointed. Fortnite saw this and decided to take this emote out of the item shop to add the original audio, and it's since released with the normal version of the song, so at least Fortnite fixed their mistake. It's not the only time players were disappointed with the new collab, because with the addition of the new Marvel season in Chapter 5, Fortnite added a Fantastic Four shield to the map, which quickly led to rumors that we would see Fantastic Four added as skins. After all, we already have Silver Surfer and Doctor Doom, so it'd make a ton of sense for Fortnite to add them, but as players looked around the map more, they noticed Doctor Doom had taken them out, with his throne being made of the Thing and the other characters characters being turned into trophies. This collab never ended up being added to the game, but there's still hope someday we'll see the Fantastic Four added, because Fortnite does crossovers with Marvel all the time, but for now we'll just have to go without. It's not the only mistake they made with Marvel, because when Fortnite first added the Stormbreaker as a pickaxe, it couldn't be equipped by any other skins, which doesn't make sense because you don't have to be worthy to pick up Stormbreaker. Even Fishstick couldn't pick it up despite being able to for the endgame LTM back in chapter 1, but thankfully Fortnite did end up fixing this mistake and you can now equip Stormbreaker with any skin in the game. But at least those mistakes weren't game breaking, because next we have one of the most overpowered cosmetic issues ever, because back in chapter 3 season 4, if you would use the chrome effect on Siren, it would turn this outfit pitch black, making it super difficult to see. Because of this, Fortnite's only option was to disable it from competitive modes until they were able to come up with a fix, but this will be remembered as one of Fortnite's craziest glitches. But Fortnite's biggest mistake by far has to be the roadmap leak. During the Myths Immortal season, an insane leak dropped showing the entire roadmap for 2024, including every season, LEGO update, festival icon, and even Fortnite remix. Basically, everything about Chapter 5 was spoiled by this leak, but in a way, it actually built more hype for everything, and thankfully, Fortnite kept its biggest surprise off of the roadmap with the return of Fortnite OG in December. But that was all of Fortnite's biggest mistake, so if you enjoyed this video, you'll probably like the video on screen now.